cohort has been, oh my God, to say the least. It's learned so amazing. Yeah. And I have the honor and the privilege to be speaking with Danjuma. He'll introduce himself. He's a corporate affairs manager. He will tell you a little bit. Please let us know you. Don't let me talk too much. Mercy.
Okay, my name is Danjuma John-Ekele. Everybody calls me Danjay. I work with Nigerian breweries, which is a Heineken company. I'm responsible for corporate affairs. I'm also leading transition from the Northwest. So I've done a lot before Nigerian breweries. I was head of marketing in Peugeot. I was with Global, and I was with British American Tobacco. I was with Media Rich. So I have, and also I served one of the best companies in Nigeria, to Cadbury, where I drank free Bournvita those days. So I've done quite a bit. So after all these years, meeting Learntor through Mercy, one of my best times when it comes to knowledge, learning, unlearning, de-learning, because with Mercy has opened so much concerning things around digital, data, understanding, talking about and learning and being immense within business intelligence. Wow. The first, remember the first month where I was struggling because of my schedule and all that. And Mercy was so patient enough. Danjuma, call me, we'll talk. I'll take you extra classes and all that. She and the team, Ima, Tolu, everybody, helped all of us. And today, we're graduating, we're happy. So Learntor is one of the best platforms when it comes to impacting knowledge, especially at this level. At this level, when it comes to digital transformation, that's the platform, that's the destination for us. And she'll talk more on that, and you'll learn more whilst we share back and forth. So, well, my job is to talk as corporate affairs, so let me not talk too much.
I want to say sincerely, I know how busy. A lot of you guys are signed up for the Agile Digital Transformation of Learning for Cohort 2. Are one of the most busiest sets of people and a different target audience for customer base. And I needed to make sure it wasn't just about collecting the money, because I could have done that. I wanted to make sure you get the learning. And truly, I am grateful for even the commitment, the dedication. True. Even when it wasn't convenient, you asked Mercy, is there somebody within the cohort in Kaduna that can actually come around and we can brainstorm? And we made that happen. I'd like you to just talk overall. What's your experience assessing the business analysis, the data analytics, the whole 9 yards of what we covered just a review from one of you has been really encouraging. What would you like to say to that? Your experience looking with us.
What I would like to say to that, basically, for us, it was basically foundational. We're talking about Nigeria, 200 million persons. With the kind of things that we have, people, population, demographics, psychographics, the businesses that we have, small SMEs, there's so much that we have. There's so much that we have when it comes to data, big data, and there's no structure around it. Yeah, we have some key platforms coming up doing that, but we need to start, collaborating to show the essence of the kind of data that we have that we can then turn into marketable products. And that is what, when it comes to what you shared with us, what we learned, the business intelligence, the data, the business analytics and all that. We learned the opportunities that are around analyzing businesses, that showcases the complexities within the business environment and how we take care of such. So, for all of us, the essence is that we now know, we now understand, and we can now collaborate, cross-functionally, so we can now start looking at projects, because for us, and looking at the agile mindset, the world is more like a project on its own because of the complexity, and so you need to start breaking everything from the world view, start breaking it down, to smaller forms whereby you can now link up, collaborate, and you now start seeing products, start seeing solutions that people can use based on the user needs. So it's huge. Nigeria will not touch, and that is what Learntor has done. Learntor has opened our eyes to the significance of data, or how data can be mined, how data can be prepared, how data can be put together, and it now shows potential of new markets, of new solutions. So those are the kind of things we've seen with what in the past 3 months when it comes to data. And I've been a big fan of data all these years, but now I have a much more serious focus on that.
Thank you so much. I couldn't have said it better. I remember during one of the interview with Jeremiah, which is on YouTube, by the way, and he was saying, because on channels I mentioned now, we're very big on BSc, MSc, MBA, all the whole 9 yards of title certification, but we have not learned the right thing. I know Mrs. Aziz said during our own feedback as well, said what she knows today, that if she knew it when she was 20, nobody can stop her. So that's one of the pain points for us. So how would you encourage more exec to hey, there's opportunity here and you can make a lot of difference here? How do you harness this? How do you tap into this? I think that's a conversation that it's time that a lot of exec start to have, open their mind to the potential of the 200 million that in quotes that we are as country. So I don't know, how would you encourage people at the C executive to embrace this mindset of agility?
I think, at the senior level, a lot of execs understand the challenges that they're going through. Nigeria is a very complex place. And now, we know what's happening now with the insecurity and all that. It makes the environment much more, complex the more. So it's how agile are you? What are you seeing? How are you seeing? What kind of questions are you asking yourselves? At the C exec level, are they talking to themselves? Do they have a platform? A platform that they meet and they discuss this. Most times they don't see what you see because you're a transformational digital focused person. So for me, it's working with people like you, through associations I'm part of, like the Nigerian Institute of Marketing, the PR, Nigerian Institute of Public Relations. How can we start working with a Learntor? For Learntor to start talking about how the digital is key. Then we start having some key platforms. But I'll put it back to you as Learntor. What kind of platforms, what kind of programs can we have for those C execs, whereby we are opening their eyes also on the functionality? They understand the functionality, but the how. How can they get that? Because most times with the agile mindset, some companies, organizations, they don't look at it at that C level. It hasn't come down yet. But you need to put things in place whereby it goes that way, up and down. Yes, it's very key. So that it's not stagnant. It's not stagnant. So a lot of flow of up and down that people what they need to do with this is very key. And I know Learntor can come up with some key programs for us. And the LinkedIn, with all the platforms, we need to start talking about the webinars, get key persons, and from our own end, a lot of friends, colleagues that we can now come together and do stuff and learn more.
Thank you so much for that question. It's part of the conversation we're having. Like Learntor now is, we have 2 shows on Wakati TV that will still be having this conversation and sharing important updates on how C-Exec can expose their mind. It starts with decomposition. Number one, we have a fundamental problem, which is mindset, but we'll get there. If we can start the conversation like we're doing now, it starts with the conversation. What are your problems? How are you dealing with your customers? How are you engaging with your customers? What are the risks mitigating you achieving the success you want with your customers? These are all the type of conversation that must be had. And that can be done with Learntor. So they can reach out. Most happily, we will receive anyone and we'll have the conversation with whoever is ready to have a conversation. Because Nigeria, it's a long journey. We know we are not on a sprint. We know we're on a marathon. So this is second phase, second lap of our marathon journey with the success of Cohort 1, another success of Cohort 2. We're going into the next phase now. And EcoBank, companies like EcoBank now beginning to realize the benefit of
I heard that. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, so it's starting with a conversation. And I want to say sincerely, thank you so much, Mr. Danjuma, for being part of the cohort, for your active participation, especially for your openness, because it's key. It's not just about paying for courses, it's the application of those courses. Your openness and willingness to actually learn, which is something that is quite admirable for all the exec that has been on the program. Thank you, sir. Any last words?
No, last words is I'll say Nigerians, watch out for Learntor. Come to Learntor, the best place to be. But it's your best MBA you can get when it comes to what Learntor is doing on digital transformation. And we're with you.
Wow.
Thank you so much. And congratulations to my co-graduates.
Yes, so congratulations, Cohort 2. Congratulations is today.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Messi. Appreciate it. We'll see you later.